Egypt. The name itself evokes images of timeless grandeur. Towering pyramids pierce the cloudless sky, silent sentinels guarding secrets of a bygone era. The enigmatic Sphinx, half human, half lion, stares out across the sands of time, its riddle echoing through millennia. Within the hushed chambers of ancient tombs, hieroglyphs whisper tales of pharaohs and gods, their power and glory eternally enshrined. For centuries, Egypt has captivated the world with its ancient wonders, its history a rich tapestry woven with threads of pharaohs, pyramids, and powerful deities. We marvel at the engineering genius of the Great Pyramid of Giza, a testament to human ingenuity that has stood for over 4,500 years. We are captivated by the story of Tutankhamun, the boy king whose golden mask has become an icon of ancient Egypt. But beyond these familiar icons lies another Egypt, a realm less explored, a narrative whispered on the desert wind. This is the Egypt of ancient African dynasties, of cultural gems hidden beneath layers of time, of historical interpretations that challenge conventional wisdom. This is the black side of Egypt, a term that speaks to the deep and often overlooked connections between ancient Egypt and the African continent. This is a journey into the heart of Egypt, a quest to uncover the mysteries that lie beneath the surface. We will delve into the annals of history, seeking out the whispers from the sands, the echoes of a past that has long been obscured. Our guide on this adventure will be the evidence itself, the archaeological discoveries, the ancient texts, the cultural artifacts that tell a story far more complex and nuanced than we might imagine. Our exploration will take us beyond the familiar landmarks, beyond the well-trodden paths of traditional Egyptology. We will venture into the Nubian desert, where ancient kingdoms once flourished, their legacy etched into the landscape. We will explore the Nile Valley, tracing the flow of culture and influence that moved up and down this vital artery of life. Along the way, we will encounter forgotten pharaohs, their names erased from history by the victors. We will uncover lost cities, swallowed by the desert sands, their secrets waiting to be unearthed. And we will grapple with challenging questions about race, identity, and the very nature of civilization itself. This is not a journey for the faint of heart. It requires an open mind, a willingness to question assumptions, and a thirst for knowledge. But for those who dare to venture into the unknown, the rewards are immeasurable. For in uncovering the hidden history of Egypt, we gain a deeper understanding not only of the past but also of ourselves. The term black side of Egypt might seem jarring at first. After all, Egypt is often associated with the golden sands of the desert, the blazing sun, and the vibrant hues of its ancient art. Yet this term holds a deeper significance, one rooted in the very geography and essence of ancient Egyptian civilization. The ancient Egyptians themselves referred to their land as Kemet, meaning black land. This name wasn't a whimsical choice, it directly referenced the fertile black soil deposited by the annual flooding of the Nile River. This rich, dark silt was the lifeblood of Egypt, enabling agriculture and sustaining their civilization. In contrast, they called the surrounding desert Deshret, the Red Land, representing the harsh, unforgiving environment that bordered their fertile domain. Understanding this fundamental duality of Kemet and Deshret is crucial to grasping the concept of the black side of Egypt. It's not just about skin color, it's about recognizing the multifaceted nature of Egyptian identity, an identity deeply intertwined with the African continent from which it sprang. This perspective challenges the traditional Eurocentric view of Egypt as a civilization somehow separate from its African roots. South of Egypt, along the Nile's meandering course, lay Nubia, a land often overshadowed by its northern neighbor. Yet Nubia, or Kush as it was known to its inhabitants, was a powerful civilization in its own right, boasting a rich culture and a history deeply intertwined with that of Egypt. For centuries, these two civilizations interacted, traded, and even warred with each other, leaving an indelible mark on both. The term black side of Egypt therefore also alludes to this intricate relationship between Egypt and Nubia. It encourages us to look beyond the traditional narrative of Egypt as a solitary power, and to acknowledge the significant cultural exchange and influence that flowed between these two great African civilizations. To understand Egypt fully, we must understand Kush and vice versa. The echoes of Kush resonate through Egyptian art, architecture, and even language. Egyptian artifacts often depict Nubians as skilled archers, fierce warriors, and valued trading partners. Nubian pharaohs who ruled Egypt during the 25th dynasty left behind stunning temples and monuments, showcasing a unique blend of Egyptian and Nubian artistic styles. Section 3. The Nubian Pharaohs. Perhaps one of the most compelling examples of the black side of Egypt is the reign of the Nubian pharaohs during the 25th dynasty. These rulers, hailing from the kingdom of Kush, conquered Egypt and ruled for nearly a century, leaving an indelible mark on Egyptian history and culture. The most famous of these pharaohs was Pia, a fierce warrior king who united Upper and Lower Egypt under his rule. Pia's victory, Stela, a large granite slab inscribed with hieroglyphs, recounts his military exploits and his rise to power. It provides a fascinating glimpse into the political landscape of the time and challenges the traditional narrative of Egyptian history by showcasing a period when a powerful Nubian kingdom held sway over the Nile Valley. The Nubian pharaohs didn't seek to erase Egyptian culture, instead they embraced it, adopting Egyptian titles, customs, and religious practices. They built temples dedicated to Egyptian gods, commissioned magnificent works of art, and even had themselves buried in pyramids, just like their Egyptian predecessors. Their reign is a testament to the fluidity of power and cultural exchange in the ancient world. Section 4. Cultural crossings. The black side of Egypt is not just about political dynasties or powerful rulers. It's also about the everyday cultural exchanges that shaped both Egyptian and Nubian societies. The Nile River served as a conduit for trade, ideas, and artistic motifs, fostering a vibrant cultural tapestry woven from both Egyptian and Nubian threads. Egyptian art and artifacts often depict Nubians in various roles, from musicians and dancers to traders and craftspeople. These depictions offer valuable insights into the cultural interactions between the two civilizations, highlighting the presence of Nubians within Egyptian society. Similarly, Nubian art and architecture reflect Egyptian influences, demonstrating a reciprocal exchange of ideas and artistic styles. The exchange of religious beliefs and practices is another fascinating aspect of this cultural interplay. Egyptian gods and goddesses, such as Amun, Isis, and Osiris, found a place in Nubian religious traditions, often syncretized with local deities. This fusion of religious beliefs created a rich and diverse spiritual landscape along the Nile Valley. Section 5. The Gods of the South. The influence of Nubian religious beliefs on Egyptian culture is particularly evident in the worship of certain deities associated with the South. One such god was Apetimak, a lion god primarily worshipped in Nubia but who also gained prominence in some parts of Upper Egypt. Apetimak was often depicted as a three-headed, lion-bodied god, representing strength, power, and protection. Another notable deity is Dedun, a Nubian god of incense and wealth, who became integrated into the Egyptian pantheon. Dedun was associated with the land of Punt, a mysterious land located somewhere to the south of Egypt, believed to be a source of exotic goods and riches. The worship of Dedun reflects the importance of trade and cultural exchange with southern lands in shaping Egyptian religious beliefs. These shared deities and religious practices underscore the interconnectedness of Egyptian and Nubian cultures. They challenge the notion of a rigid cultural divide between the two civilizations and instead paint a picture of a fluid and dynamic exchange of beliefs, rituals, and spiritual ideas. Our journey into the black side of Egypt takes us south, deep into the heart of Nubia, to the ancient city of Kerma. Now a sprawling archaeological site in modern-day Sudan, Kerma was once a thriving metropolis, the capital of the Kingdom of Kush during its early formative period, long before its pharaohs ruled over the Nile Valley. Here, amidst the arid desert landscape, we find compelling evidence of a sophisticated civilization that rivaled Egypt in its power and cultural achievements. Kerma rose to prominence in the 3rd millennium BC, flourishing as a center for trade and craftsmanship. Its people were skilled potters, renowned for their distinctive black-topped pottery, adorned with intricate incised designs. They were also adept metalworkers, forging weapons, tools, and jewelry from gold, silver, and bronze. The grandeur of Kerma is evident in its impressive architecture, most notably the Western Defufa, a massive mud brick structure that dominates the archaeological site. This imposing edifice, over 30 meters high and built without mortar, is a testament to the architectural prowess of the Kerma civilization. Its purpose remains a mystery, with scholars speculating that it may have served as a royal residence, a temple, or a symbolic representation of the kingdom's power. Whatever its function, the Western Defufa stands as a powerful symbol of Kerma's enduring legacy. Further south along the Nile, nestled between the 5th and 6th cataracts, lies the ancient city of Meroë. This once great metropolis served as the capital of the Kingdom of Kush during its later period, after the Nubian pharaohs had relinquished control of Egypt. Meroë flourished for centuries, from around 300 BC to 350 AD, becoming a center for trade, industry, and cultural innovation. Today, the ruins of Meroë stand as a testament to the enduring legacy of the Kushites, their pyramids and temples whispering tales of a rich and complex civilization. Unlike the Egyptians, who favored massive stone pyramids, the Kushites built smaller, steeper pyramids, often constructed of brick. These pyramids, while smaller in scale, are no less impressive, their intricate carvings and decorations, showcasing the artistic skill of the Meroitic people. Within these pyramids lie the tombs of Meroitic kings and queens, adorned with vibrant murals depicting scenes from their lives and the afterlife. Beyond its pyramids, Meroë boasts a wealth of archaeological treasures, including temples dedicated to a pantheon of gods, both Egyptian and indigenous. The Temple of Amun, with its towering columns and intricate reliefs, stands as a testament to the enduring influence of Egyptian religious beliefs on Nubian culture. However, the Meroites also worshipped their own distinct deities, such as Apetimak and Sebiumeker, reflecting the unique blend of cultural influences that shaped their civilization. Our exploration of the black side of Egypt leads us to a place of profound historical and spiritual significance, Gebel Barkal. This sandstone butte, rising dramatically from the banks of the Nile in northern Sudan, was revered by both Egyptians and Nubians as a sacred site. For the ancient Egyptians, Gebel Barkal was the southern boundary of their known world, a place where they believed the god Amun resided. The New Kingdom pharaohs, eager to extend their influence southward, established a temple dedicated to Amun at the foot of Gebel Barkal, marking their presence in this sacred landscape. The Nubians, too, held Gebel Barkal in high regard, associating it with their own creation myths and religious beliefs. When the Nubian kings of the 25th dynasty ascended to the throne of Egypt, they returned to Gebel Barkal, seeking legitimacy and divine favor from the deities they shared with their northern neighbors. They expanded the existing Egyptian temple complex and constructed their own temples and pyramids at the foot of the sacred mountain, leaving an indelible mark on this ancient landscape. Today, Gebel Barkal stands as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, its ruins a testament to the intertwined histories of Egypt and Nubia. The site's significance transcends its physical remains, however. It serves as a powerful reminder of the fluidity of cultural boundaries, the shared religious beliefs that connected these two great civilizations, and the enduring legacy of the black side of Egypt. Section 4. Tracing the threads of trade. The Nile River, the lifeblood of ancient Egypt, flowed southward, connecting the heartland of Egyptian civilization with the vast and often mysterious lands of Nubia. This vital waterway served not only as a source of life-giving water and fertile silt, but also as a conduit for trade and cultural exchange, weaving together the destinies of these two great African civilizations. For millennia, goods, ideas, and people flowed up and down the Nile, shaping the cultural landscape of the region and leaving an enduring legacy that can still be traced today. From the earliest periods of Egyptian history, the pharaohs sought to control the trade routes that ran southward into Nubia. They coveted the riches that Nubia had to offer: gold, ivory, ebony, incense, exotic animals, and perhaps most importantly, slaves. Egyptian expeditions ventured deep into Nubia, establishing trading posts and extracting tribute from the local population. These expeditions, while often driven by economic and political ambition, also facilitated cultural exchange, bringing Egyptian goods, ideas, and artistic motifs into Nubia. The Nubians, for their part, were not merely passive recipients of Egyptian influence. They were skilled traders in their own right, controlling access to valuable resources and acting as intermediaries between Egypt and the lands further south. Nubian caravans laden with exotic goods traversed the deserts and navigated the Nile, bringing wealth and new ideas into their own communities. This dynamic exchange of goods and ideas enriched both Egyptian and Nubian societies, shaping their art, architecture, religion, and everyday life. Section 5. The enduring legacy of Kush. The black side of Egypt is not merely a footnote in the annals of history, it is an integral part of understanding the complexities and richness of ancient Egyptian civilization. The Kingdom of Kush, far from being a peripheral entity, played a pivotal role in shaping the political, cultural, and religious landscape of the Nile Valley for centuries. Its legacy continues to resonate today, challenging traditional Eurocentric narratives of history and offering a more nuanced and inclusive understanding of the past. The Nubian pharaohs of the 25th dynasty ruled over a united Egypt, leaving behind a legacy of architectural marvels, religious innovations, and a renewed sense of national pride. Their reign serves as a powerful reminder that power and influence in the ancient world were not static, and that civilizations rose and fell, leaving their mark on those that followed. The cultural exchange between Egypt and Nubia, fostered by centuries of trade, diplomacy, and even warfare, enriched both societies. Today, as we strive to understand the complexities of our shared history, it is essential to recognize and celebrate the contributions of all civilizations, regardless of their perceived dominance or prominence in traditional historical narratives. The black side of Egypt, with its tales of forgotten pharaohs, lost cities, and cultural exchanges, reminds us that history is not a monolithic narrative, but a tapestry woven from diverse threads. By embracing this multiplicity of perspectives, we gain a richer, more nuanced, and ultimately more accurate understanding of the past. Section 1. Shifting Sands of Time. The sands of Egypt, ever shifting, perpetually reshape the landscape, burying ancient cities and concealing secrets for millennia. Archaeologists, armed with new technologies, have been peeling back the layers of time, unearthing astonishing discoveries that challenge conventional wisdom and shed new light on Egypt. In the realm of archaeology, perhaps no tool has proven as revolutionary as the analysis of ancient DNA. DNA analysis allows us to peer into the distant past, tracing the genetic lineages of ancient populations and revealing connections that were previously invisible. The reign of the Nubian pharaohs during the 25th dynasty stands as a powerful testament to the black side of Egypt. While historical records confirm their Nubian origins and their rule over a united Egypt, questions remain about their integration into Egyptian society. The debate surrounding the Nubian pharaohs highlights the complexities of cultural identity and political power in the ancient world. The ongoing discoveries and evolving interpretations surrounding the black side of Egypt underscore the importance of constantly reinterpreting the past. History is not a static collection of facts, but a dynamic and ever-evolving narrative, shaped by new evidence and shifting perspectives. The black side of Egypt serves as a powerful reminder that history is a multifaceted and ever-evolving story. Section 5. Beyond the Surface. Our journey into the black side of Egypt has taken us beyond the familiar landmarks and iconic images, deep into the heart of an ancient civilization and its enduring legacy. The sands of Egypt still hold countless secrets, waiting to be unearthed and interpreted. Section 1. The Curse of the Black Pharaohs. Our exploration of the black side of Egypt must confront the shadows cast by centuries of misconception and prejudice. The true curse lies not in the rule of the Nubian pharaohs, but in the enduring legacy of racism that continues to cloud our understanding of history. Section 2. The myth of racial purity. Fueled by Eurocentric biases, this myth portrays the ancient Egyptians as a racially homogeneous people, distinct from their sub-Saharan African neighbors. The reality is that ancient Egypt was a melting pot of cultures and ethnicities, with the Nile serving as a conduit for trade, migration, and cultural exchange. Section 3. Lost in translation, interpreting the past. Interpreting the past is akin to deciphering an ancient language, fraught with challenges and the potential for misinterpretation. The black side of Egypt serves as a powerful reminder that history is a dynamic and evolving narrative. Section 4. Beyond the colonial lens. For centuries, the study of ancient Egypt was dominated by a colonial lens, shaping a narrative that marginalized or erased the contributions of non-European civilizations. To fully appreciate the black side of Egypt, we must move beyond this colonial lens, decolonizing our minds and embracing a more inclusive perspective. Section 5. Reclaiming the narrative. The exploration of the black side of Egypt is an act of reclaiming the narrative, restoring agency and dignity to those whose histories have been marginalized. By embracing this multiplicity of perspectives, we can reclaim the narrative and celebrate the richness and diversity of human experience. Section 1. Shifting Sands of Perspective. Our exploration of the black side of Egypt has traversed millennia, from the sun-drenched banks of the Nile to the heart of ancient Nubia. Recognizing the black side of Egypt compels us to confront the limitations of traditional historical narratives. Section 2. The Resonance of the Past. The echoes of ancient Egypt resonate through time, influencing art, architecture, religion, and even modern political discourse. Embracing the black side of Egypt isn't just an act of historical accuracy, it's a commitment to inclusivity and a recognition of the interconnectedness of civilizations. Section 3. A Journey Without End. As we conclude our exploration of the black side of Egypt, it's essential to acknowledge that this journey is far from over. The sands of time, while concealing ancient secrets, also beckon us to delve deeper, to challenge existing assumptions, and to embrace the fluidity of historical interpretation. Every archaeological discovery, every deciphered inscription, has the potential to reshape our understanding of the past. The black side of Egypt isn't a separate entity, it's an integral part of a more holistic and inclusive understanding of this ancient civilization. It challenges us to move beyond simplistic binaries, to recognize the fluidity of cultural boundaries, and to appreciate the richness that diversity brings to the human story. The pursuit of historical knowledge is a journey without end, a continuous process of discovery, interpretation, and reinterpretation. The black side of Egypt, with its enduring mysteries and profound implications, serves as a powerful reminder that the past is not static or immutable. It's a dynamic force that continues to shape our understanding of ourselves and the world around us.